Making sense of SEO reports if you're not an SEO expert is bonkers. Here's what you should do instead. In this video, I'm going to break down which reports matter, which ones don't, and so you can focus and get past all the jargon, all the BS, and find out if what's actually happening matters. Because it's easy to report metrics and things that might get an SEO company excited, but if your phone isn't ringing, there's a huge disconnect, right? So let's talk about it. SEO reports are full of jargon, they're meaningless, and they don't do anything for the average business owner. Why? Because you're not the expert in this. You're the expert in your industry and in your field. You don't need to be an expert to find out if your SEO is working. That's why I recorded this video, so you can make sense of the things that matter and forget the rest of it. So I'm not going to open up a bunch of reports and share with you how to look at your analytics or how to look at your search console, but I'm going to point you in the right direction for what really matters. For a company like us that specializes in SEO, we run all the reports internally about rankings, about search impressions, about new traffic, and so forth. But to the end client, we report on one thing: calls generated, forms filled out, estimates scheduled, the things that matter to actually create revenue for your business. 10 years ago, in my industry, it was the gold standard to report on the top 10 search results. Where are you? Are you in the top 10? Are you on the first page of Google? The industry has shifted so much that ranking reports don't mean anything. And here's why. If you look at my screen, here is a breakdown of a keyword HVAC contractors in Albuquerque. I want you to look at how far you have to scroll before you even find the first search result. The top two are LSA ads, the next one's a Google ads, the next one is Google Maps. Then we get into the, quote, top 10 results. Let me let you know a little secret. Less than 10% of all the people that hit this page ever click on a result that's under Google Maps. Okay? It used to be the case about 5 years ago that if you were in the #1 position here on Google Organic, that's what we call this section here, you would get between 40 to 60% of all the traffic that ever comes to this page. And now, less than 10% is split across all of these results that come after Google Maps. And the other thing that you'll notice is that you're competing with things like Yelp, 3 best rated, Angie's List, okay? Getting in the top 10 doesn't matter. What does matter is, are you showing up in Google Maps when people are looking? Are you getting enough absolute top impressions for your local service ads? Are your Google ads actually converting? Okay, so here's the 3 or 4 areas that you need to focus on with your reporting. Don't worry about the metrics. The metrics your company should use to troubleshoot if there's a problem and monitor trends, okay? But you should be getting the phone calls. And that's the first thing. If you don't have lead tracking set up, you need to have lead tracking set up. Something that monitors the calls, the form fills, whatever, and even grades them on how good they are. So you know what the marketing is producing, and you can look at this year versus last year, same time. Which brings me to the second thing. You should be looking at trends, okay? What is the year-over-year comparison? Not month to month how we're doing. What is this month compared to the same month last year? What is this quarter compared to same quarter last year? Looking at trends will give you better information than all the jargon that you might be getting served up on a month-to-month basis. Okay, it's easy to manipulate a month-to-month report. It's harder to cover up mistakes or a lack of results when you're doing year-over-year. That's where these companies get exposed. That's the second thing. The third thing is your company may or may not report your Google Maps rankings. And it's okay if they don't, because some of the tools that report Google Maps rankings, the ones that show the grid, and they show, you know, if you're #1, 2, or 10 in the Google Maps results, those pretty little graphs, those are a little bit finicky, and they're not always the same between different tools. So there's some stuff there that's not great. But what you can do is look at the trend over time. And that'll be informative of if your Google Maps is performing better. And Google Maps is the #1 driver of leads for any search-related campaign, any local search campaign. And so if that's not dialed in, they're not tracking it, you're probably going to end up in some hot water later. The fourth thing, and not every company monitors this, but it is becoming more and more important, it's something that we started reporting on this last year, is the number of reviews generated. So reviews is a huge part of the ranking algorithm. It's also a huge part of what people use to decide if they're going to reach out to you for services and request a quote. And so if they're not on top of getting reviews for you, helping you understand how many people were asked for reviews, what the conversion is from customer to review, those are some things that you want them to report on and to look at, because that directly affects the overall outcome of your search campaign. Okay. The last thing that you might ask for, I understand this is a fifth thing, not a fourth thing, is you might ask for a couple things. And I put this in another video that has to do with, what you should be asking your SEO company on a regular basis. I'll repeat from that video. You can also check that out in the description. There's 9 questions you want to ask your provider on a regular basis to hold them accountable and get the best result. 3 of those questions are, what pages did you create this month? What pages, how many pages did you optimize this month? They don't have to give you a full accounting of what they did, but just that they did something, okay? And the fact that you're asking, if they're not doing it, they're going to start doing it. And then finally, what links did you create? You'll have no idea to audit whether what they're doing was effective or not, because you're not the expert. But simply by you asking, you shine a light on that, they're going to start paying more attention if they haven't been up to this point. Those are things that matter. The reason I'm telling you to ask for the pages that were created, the pages that were optimized, and the links that were done is because in order to get the result that you want, those 3 things have to be done over and over and over again, month after month after month, in order for you to get the cumulative result that is natural from a well-done, well-executed search engine optimization plan, okay? Those are the lead indicators, the things that if they do these things will create leads generated, revenue generated, estimates booked in those things. Those are the lag indicators. That's what happened from the marketing that was done. Okay, so these are all the things that you need to know. You don't need to know the jargon or all the reports that are being sent to you, but you do need to know the things that I talked about in here. Don't get caught up on ranking reports. Focus on what matters to your business most, and then take the rest of the stuff that I included here in this video. Start asking those powerful questions to get more out of your marketing. So if you're looking at changing things up, you want to get a second opinion, you want to know what it would be like, peek over the fence, see if the grass is greener, right? Book a call with me or somebody from my team. That link is in the description below this video. The first conversation is always free. Be happy to look at what's being done, what your goals are, some of the things that maybe you're unhappy with, and see if our solution might be a better match for where you're headed next with your business. So that being said, I appreciate you for watching this video. You got questions and stuff, put them in the comments below. We try to answer all of them. And if I hear from you or chat with you soon, I'm very much looking forward to helping your business get the legs that it deserves and get the visibility in your community that you need to have to grow. That being said, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you like this one, you'll love some of the other videos we have posted here on our channel that help blue-collar business owners get more out of their digital marketing. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos. If you got questions or comments, post them below. I look forward to catching you on the next video. Bye for now.